Hola! Hi everybody, this is Ana from Ana Guerrero's Holistic Wellbeing, and I just wanted to share a little something with you all. I've been meaning to have a YouTube channel for the last 2 years, but it has been impossible with all the commitments. And I feel now is the really good time to do that, as I am transitioning the business. So, as you know, my business was called Solaris Therapeutic Massage, and it has now come to an end after 10 years. It's a bit sad to let go of Solaris, but there has been new additions to the business. I have recently finished a degree in Chinese medicine and acupuncture, so obviously I can no longer call myself Solaris Therapeutic Massage because I'll be doing more than just massage. It's very interesting that I closed this cycle with an award to my business, another award, which I received last October, and it's an award to the top-rated business in the UK, and this is for the businesses that are using Treatwell as a booking app, and customers can go in and leave a review, and this is how they work out who's had the best reviews. And so this year the award was for myself, for Solaris, and for a few others, you know, it wasn't just me. So thank you so much, all of you, for the amazing reviews and comments and ongoing support from the very beginning. Some of you have been with me for 10 years since I started the business from a bedroom, you know, in an old house. And little by little, you know, I've been building the business and taking risks, you know, calculated risks, but always a risk when you're having to lower the hours from your secure job, you know, so that you can build your clients. And the way I did it, I basically just trusted the universe. So I started to reduce the hours of my job. And so I created this space for clients to call in and book. And little by little, that space has been filled up until the point where I could work doing what I love the most full time. I love making a difference on people's lives and well-being. I love seeing the transformation my clients go through after treatments, and I love encouraging you guys to make the changes so that you can have a better quality of life, and it's all very, 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 very rewarding. And you know, as I get paid with pounds, but your comments and knowing how well this is doing for you, it's a pay to my soul. It really is. So I get paid double. So thank you so much for your support, for being there, for being amazing, and for allowing me to accompany you through the path to a better life. And closing the cycle with Solaris Therapeutic Massage with a well-deserved award, and starting a new cycle. This cycle includes acupuncture. So with Chinese medicine, the system is a holistic system, so we are able to help with many other issues and complaints. So this last lockdown in November, I was lucky enough to be allowed to acupuncture. The government wouldn't let me do massage, but they let me do acupuncture, which was I haven't sent opportunity for me to push the acupuncture side of the business, because otherwise you just get caught in this, vicious cycle of just doing massage and not having time to stop and think and try and push the acupuncture side of things. So I was left with no choice, and I really, really appreciate that. Thanks, universe. It was just the best opportunity. So some of the clients that I had booked in for massage for November agreed to have acupuncture instead. Now, I've been treating successfully headaches, hot flushes, pain. That's pretty much it. Stress and anxiety and insomnia. So there was this lady two ladies who had daily headaches. I can't even imagine what it would be like to have a headache every day. I mean, it can be debilitating after a while. So after the first session, the headaches were gone, right? They've been trying painkillers, they've been to the doctors, and nothing worked for them. So acupuncture did it for them, and they're happy creatures now. Hot flushes. So this lady had 10 hot flushes a day, and again, I can't even imagine what that must be like, but it can be nice, to feel like you're bloody boiling inside. and if you are out there, out and about or at work, and you start sweating and you end up soaking wet and you get red, and these ladies, it's due to menopause, these ladies get so, embarrassed because they, who likes pouring out, But yeah, from 10 hot flushes to 2 a week. 10 hot flushes a day to 2 a week. That was after the first session. Another very successful treatment was for a UTI, urinary tract infection. After the second session, boom, gone. No symptoms, nothing, gone. Which is, this is very relevant for ladies, because we can be prone to infections because of the way vulvas are built. They are vulnerable. So this can be a common experience for women, and it can even turn into a chronic urine infection or yeast infection, and it can be debilitating and tiring and very embarrassing. So ladies, wherever you are in the world, if you are having this experience, especially if they are chronic UTIs, please go and see an acupuncturist or a herbalist, because there is no need for you to suffer with this condition, okay? So that was very successful treatment for UTI. Pain, so back pain, knee pain, Also, I have noticed that, some clients of a certain age, they believe that the pains they are suffering from, like a bad knee or bad hip or, joint pain, they believe that they're gonna have to have that pain for the rest of their lives. They say it's old age, and even the Western doctors follow the same argument, which has no basis. All right, it is true that our bodies, as we age, the regenerative abilities of our bodies, it gets slowed down, okay? But there are things we can do with diet, for example. Movement is so important, and acupuncture. But yes, I had this lady who had a bad knee. Before I got my insurance for acupuncture, I was treating her with massage and cupping. She would get some benefit, but it would only last for a few days, something like 3 days or so. And then the pain and, the discomfort would come back after that. So once I got my insurance, I suggested to her to do an acupuncture session. She said, yeah, go for it. So we did that. 5 days later, I rang her and she was over the moon. She was like, Anna, the pain is gone. I can go for walks. I can go up and down the stairs. There's no pain, and that just makes me so happy, because we have such negative beliefs around aging, and we just go and medicate age like that's a solution. And it's really, let's face it, it's not a solution. And it brings even more toxicity into the body, because these chemicals have side effects. If you look at the cultures in the East, China, Japan, you see all these 70, 80-year-olds in the parks doing the Tai Chi, and they have such flow. And they are healthy, they are still functional, and I'm sure they will have their pains or aches, but they have different methods of dealing with them. And the first method is prevention, right? Which this approach, we don't have it in the West. We just do things wrong until we get an injury or a disease, and then we medicate it as if that was a solution. But the best solution is to be proactive, do some exercise, and you don't need to go to the gym and lift iron like a crazy goat, okay, to be fit. All you need to do is make sure that you incorporate some sort of movement. For example, one of the problems that older people face is a restriction of movement of the shoulders, because when in our daily lives, unless we are swimmers, when do we get to perform this kind of motion? Very rarely, right? So, and I have seen this because before being a massage therapist, I did healthcare for 2 years, and I worked with people with dementia. And what I saw is that I would help them get dressed because they couldn't even lift their shoulders. So whenever I get a client that has neck issues or shoulder mobility issues, young, not so young, and older, I always tell them, just when you wake up, first thing in the morning, swim in the air, just for a bit, in both directions, and do some neck movements. Make sure that things don't get stuck, because things do get stuck if you don't use them. This is the thing with the body, it needs movement. And I find that a beautiful, gentle, and very, very healing type of exercise is Tai Chi. It's very flowy, and it uses the full range of motions of all the joints. So for the people that say, oh, exercise is such hard work, it depends. It depends of how much of a hard job you want to do it for you. It doesn't have to be, okay? So other things that acupuncture can help with are digestive issues, such as IBS, so bloatedness, stomach pain, acid reflux, alternate loose stools with constipation, gases, belching. So we've got IBS, and then obviously stress, anxiety, and insomnia. Chinese medicine just does miracles, Do you believe in miracles? I do. Life in itself is a miracle. And the fact that we wake up every day, that in itself is a miracle. Also, migraines, menopause, urine infections, as I mentioned, sinus issues, allergies, rhinitis, tinnitus, hearing problems, speech problems, dementia. We had this client patient they call them, in college, who had dementia. He came every week. And when he started coming, he had a panic attack every night. He had hallucinations. He couldn't really express himself. He couldn't talk with much eloquence. He had loads of fogginess in his head, you know. He also he couldn't sustain eye contact. And over the weeks, treatment after treatment, we came to the point where I was doing his consultation. He was treated by several different students, you know, every week. But we tend to follow up the cases if we can. So we got to the point where I was able to have a normal conversation with this gentleman. He kept eye contact just like any other human being. He was able to express himself without stuttering, with eloquence, from a panic attack or a night terror a day to one a week. I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible. It makes me so happy to know that all that we are being told by the Western medicine, a lot of it is BS. Okay, so if you are struggling with any conditions, chronic fatigue syndrome, depression, autoimmune diseases, make sure you go and see an acupuncturist or a Chinese herbalist, okay? Because the root of these diseases, illness, conditions can be found by these type of practitioners, and the approach to healing is much less toxic for your body, okay? So said that, I really hope you'll have a lovely Christmas, and I am sure we're going to smash 2021. This 2020 has been an incredible year. To be fair, for me, it's been just amazing. Such good opportunities to create space and to connect deeper, and to, all these lockdowns have given me opportunities to catch up with things, to finish the degree, the last assignments for college, repairs in the house, like everybody's been doing DIY, I've done a whole kitchen makeover, It's been fantastic. I'm not going to complain. And we've been to the woods a lot, enjoyed the slow flow of things, and I just hope that it has been a good one for you as well, and that you've been able to see the silver lining on what's been happening for you in your individual situation. I know it hasn't been easy for everybody, but from here up. All right? Okay, my lovelies. I'm gonna leave you now. I look forward to seeing you all in 2021, and be well, eat well, exercise. Take care of the number one, and see you soon. Adios.